You step into the room. No buzz of electricity, no ticking of vents, no far-off hum of traffic, just silence. Have you ever entered a place so quiet that your skin felt heavier? You're not imagining it. You're experiencing it. True silence is rare, almost impossible outside of a laboratory. In nature, sound is constant. Even empty forests vibrate with insects, leaves, distant winds. Cities hum with the low frequency of machines. When that hum disappears, your mind fights it. Inside an anechoic chamber, a room designed to eliminate 99.99% of sound, most people can't last longer than 30 minutes. They report hearing their heartbeat, their bones shifting, their blood moving. Some hear soft whispers that don't exist. Some see shadows at the edges of their vision. This is not hallucination. It is sensory starvation. Studies at the University of Minnesota confirmed that in perfect silence, the brain amplifies internal processes. You don't just hear your body, you feel it taking up space where external sound should be. Have you ever heard a voice in total silence and doubted whether it was yours? When external noise vanishes, your brain starts broadcasting its own signal. It invents sound, memory fragments, phantom footsteps. Hospitals at night feel haunted for a reason. Not because something waits in the dark, but because your brain demands an echo. And when none comes, it echoes itself. A 2015 Stanford study showed that patients placed in artificially quiet environments experienced fewer conflicts, but higher rates of anxiety, paranoia, and temporal dislocation. They forgot how long they'd been alone. Time, when unstimulated, folds in on itself. In prisons, enforced silence was once used as psychological punishment. Inmates often reported dreamlike states during waking hours. Some described hearing conversations from years ago replaying, looping, louder each time, and in some cases, they stopped trusting the sound of their own voice. Have you ever sat alone in silence long enough to hear something that wasn't there? If you have, you know the weight that fills the room. It's not fear. It's not presence. It's the system inside your mind struggling to reprogram the void. The louder the silence, the closer the memory underneath it presses. In a study of sensory deprivation tanks, subjects lost track of real time within 15 minutes. Memory and imagination became inseparable. They described waking dreams layered over the empty room. That's what silence does. It doesn't erase, it overlays. It changes your spatial awareness. It warps distance. It bends linear memory. And you never notice it happening. You only notice when it stops. Next time you shut a door behind you, and the sound is too complete, and the walls seem closer, and you feel like the air is heavier than it should be, listen carefully. Because in absolute silence, something always answers back. What's the longest you've ever sat alone, without a sound? In the archive, we don't catalog silence as absence. We catalog it as active memory. Silence isn't empty. It's the system breathing when no one else can. And it always remembers where you were last.